you tell us a little bit about the Fourth Amendment?
No.
Nothing? Do you know what it is?
No.
What about search and seizure?
Search and seizure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you mean?
Like, do you like the rights for it and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do?
Well, like governments or the law enforcement isn't just allowed to come into your house and search your house and take whatever they want.
Right.
They have to have a warrant specifically saying what they're looking for, what rooms they're going to look in, and things of that nature. They just can't pick somebody walking down the street and start searching them for no reason whatsoever.
Can you tell us what you know about the Fourth Amendment? Not in Spanish.
Nope.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Can you tell us a little about the Fourth Amendment and what you know about it?
The Fourth Amendment? Alright, let me think here. Alright,
Hey, I'll definitely take this into
right to
consideration.
bear arms.
Nice, Sharon, that's
Night, we're like
Let's see,
best
Fourth
friends. Come
Amendment
on.
is.
Josh is getting
Oh, I teach some stuff too.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, baby, take him to the store. Show him the
Speedy and fair trial? Is that it? Take it home.
Oh, I did? Okay, I'll take him. Let's show him. I'll tell him. If there's any left.
This is part of your project.
Stop
I'm
burning.
annoyed. Hey, Knight. Fourth Amendment.
Freedom to eat donuts whenever you want to.
What is the Fourth Amendment? It's, I can go through them all, I just don't know which
First
one.
Amendment's freedom of speech,
Right?
freedom of
Press
religion.
no, freedom of speech, press and assembly, and
All
religion.
those
That's
are
the
the
first
First
one.
Amendment.
I think it's pastries, man.
The second one is, I think the second one had to do more with the revolution. I think it was the right to bear arms. And so that one's more about the revolution. And then you have the quartering, search and seizure. Is that it? Fourth? Yes. Search and seizure.
Aren't you a history
Which amendment?
I am, but I don't teach government.
There
I
isn't
teach
one.
history.
So you should know these
teacher? Yeah, we learned that last year.
Hey, calm down. Given a hard time by freshmen, sophomores,
What?
8th graders. Anyway, what do I think about search and seizure?
Yeah.
Well,
Vanessa Perala, if you're in the building, please call 1001. Mrs. Perala, please call extension 1001.
all right, search and seizure, basically, I feel that it was designed when it was originally created. It was based on the idea of not allowing the British to just come in or a power come in and you know, unlawfully go through your belongings. What is yours, and it protects that right, and I think that that's a very positive thing. Obviously, you know, in some cases it hurts us, you know, when somebody's done something wrong and they search, you know, improperly without the warrants and the things that they need by the government or the court system. It can ruin the opportunity of putting that person away, and I think that's bad. But on the other hand, at least we have the right to protect ourselves in our homes and have the privacy we need to be citizens. So, sorry it took me so long, but you knew I could.
How do you feel about the Fourth Amendment and do you know what it is?
Fourth Amendment, the First Amendment is the freedom of speech. The Fourth Amendment is the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. Third Amendment is it the women's. See, I know this is good. You guys are getting because I don't know off the top of my head. What is it? Tell me.
Search and seizure.
Oh, search and seizure. I don't know. It's a toughie because it's the whole probable cause thing, and that's where the decision is made whether it's worth it or not. And I think that's where all the judgment comes into play. Hold on a second. And I think that judging that and getting a good sense of what's right and what's wrong is the hardest part about it. So I don't know. I have to think about it a little bit more before I can give it a good yay or nay.
Are you familiar with the Fourth Amendment?
I was last year. Not really.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
Do you know anything about search and seizure?
That's Sarah.
Is it the Patriot Act? Is that something to do with that?
Kinda.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know much about it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Fourth Amendment?
The Fourth Amendment protects people and their property against unreasonable search and seizure. I think that's what it is.
Can you explain more about it?
No, I cannot.
Can you describe the Fourth Amendment for us?
Sure. Fourth Amendment protects against seizures by the government without probable cause. Basically, two ways that police can seize something and stay within the Fourth Amendment. The preferred method is to go before a judge and get a warrant in which they demonstrate probable cause that a crime has been committed and that evidence of that crime is at the location
Good afternoon, Idaho
or
Republic.
person designated.
Thanks.
The second method
1 second.
is to have probable cause and then have a recognized exigency. The most common is, for example, a search of the person when you arrest them, or simply arresting them. The police officer sees you committing a crime, he can arrest you without a warrant. That's a Fourth Amendment seizure, but it's recognized because of the exigency of the circumstances. You know, let the person go off to Canada or Brazil or someplace because you want to get a warrant. It's just pragmatic. But when courts review a warrant, what they're truly reviewing is whether the search was reasonable. And they use the standards that I've given you about whether there was a warrant, whether there was, or an exigency. Judge Moyland from the Maryland Court of Appeals is probably one of the experts the last 50 years on the Fourth Amendment. He gave a provocative but truthful statement about the Fourth Amendment, which is that the exclusionary rule is intended to be prophylactic, not remedial. It's designed to prevent future police bad conduct. It's not designed to give a criminal defendant a remedy at trial.
Can you tell us what you know about the Fourth Amendment?
Yeah, the Fourth Amendment is the right of the people to be secure in their homes, papers, and effects. It's to protect people against unreasonable searches and seizures. Basically, our founding fathers came up with that to protect people from just going to a home and going through all their belongings without some kind of probable cause that there was a crime committed. And basically, it just keeps separates us from other countries that we have the freedom to have the right to privacy.
Just tell us what you know about it.
Actually, I wouldn't have any idea what the Fourth Amendment is.